we generally know the Prasthana Trayas, the Gita, Upanishad and the Brahma Sutra. This is what the great acharyas took up to write the Bhashya to establish their Siddhanta, Shankara, Ramanuja and Madhvacharya. So these three are the main things, Gita, Upanishads and the Brahma Sutra. And subsequently, particularly in the Advaita tradition, there are many Prakarana Granthas which many of the Advaita exponents, great Pandits, they wrote to clarify, to give different ideas, different dimensions. So one such is this Advaita Makaranta, not a very popular text, but a very, very beautiful text. It has a very unique approach. And you'll be surprised, it says, this very moment you are that. What are you trying to say? You are that. Just realize that immediately. And he's proving. That's why the first Lukács have said, how it is that you are not that? That's the question he's asking. You know? The first Lukács says, first Lukács of course is Prarthana, the Mangalacharya. Then, Brahmaivaham atasiddham. So it is established I am that Brahman. Satchidananda Lakshmi. So actually basically his argument is, if two things are exactly similar, they are one and the same. There is absolutely no difference. So he takes a very classical definition of Brahman or Advaita, and also he says that in your life, whatever you do, by your daily experience, in your daily living, he is proving that it is all that. So you are also having the same thing as described about Brahman. So you are nothing but Brahman. Of course, it would look like a oversimplification. But let us try to understand it slowly, step by step. Actually, there are several traditions in the Hindu religion, but three major approaches you might say. One is the Bhakti approach. Bhakti is completely based on faith. You believe there is a God, He is a creator, He is a controller. By praying to Him, by worshipping Him, by surrendering to Him, you get mukti, you get the Bhagavad Darshan, you get vision, you progress to the highest realms of spiritual life. ये भक्ति के माध्यम में जहाँ आप भगवान के ऊपर भरोसा करते हैं, विश्वास करते हैं, वो विश्वास की आधार पर आप धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे. उसके अंदर भक्ति के अंदर है प्रार्थना, स्तोत्र पाठ, पूजा, all those whatever we do, but the underlying idea is faith. And of course, there is also the problem. The lack of faith is what we suffer when we talk about bhakti. So all their attempt is to increase the faith. कैसे एक विश्वास की कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं, मजबूत कर सकते हैं? Because always is the lack of faith is the main problem. Now there is another approach, the yogic approach, where they don't invoke any god or any such extra cosmic personality. ये धरती के बाहर किसी को नहीं ले आते हैं और कुछ भगवान वगैरह विश्वास नहीं करते हैं. But it says by controlling the vrittis, controlling the mind completely, where there is a complete stillness of the mind. Through that, that's why in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it starts with the sutra, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, complete quelling of the vrittis of the mind, that is called yoga. So the process is meditation. What is the problem again? Restlessness of the mind. But then, by nature, by prakriti, by creation, this is the best instrument that is given to us. मन की लेके मन की शांत करना. मन अशांत है, लेकिन अशांत मन की शांत करने का एकमात्र जो कारण और हम लोग जो है हम लोग के पास जो आयाम नहीं है, the instrument that's available to us It's the mind only. Man ki leke, usi there is what various types of techniques of meditation are talked about, and then that's how you do this in the second approach of the yogic approach. And then the third approach is the Vedantic approach, with which this text is also concerned, where it doesn't talk about, don't say about quelling the mind or meditation or anything. It is through the process of inquiry, vichara, where it tries to prove that, nor does he talk about a God or faith in an extraneous personality जो धरती पे नहीं है, उनके पर भरोसा रख के विश्वास करके आप साधन करो. नो, ऐसा नहीं बता रहे. आप स्वयं वही है. आप कौन हैं आप समझ लीजिए. Who you are, you understand, and that's it. And that is done through a process called vichara or discrimination or inquiry, by understanding. All come under this Advaitic ideas. So that's why in Advaita, one the classical examples they always give is, supposing there is a mirror, it's full of dust. So it reflects nothing because it's completely covered by dust. When you completely wipe the dust, आपकी पूरा आप वही आया के साफ करते हैं, क्या वो कुछ जोड़ते हैं यहाँ? Do you add anything there? Is anything added? The moment it is clean, it shines, reflects beautifully in its own glory. So Advaita says, you are that. आप वही हैं. आप समझ लो. आप गलत ढंग से ऐसे वैसे उलट पलट समझ के ऐसे करते रहते हैं. You are, due to your wrong understanding, you are doing like that. So you remove that and you shine in your own that extraordinary glory or greatness. That's that. You are that every moment. So this text also talks about that only, but then it does it in a very beautiful way. It clearly says, whatever you do every day, every moment, it's all that only, nothing else. That is what is said. So that way, it looks little different. So it's to a very closely knit arguments and propositions. So we will look at that truly. So actually, what the author has done is, that's why it's called the Advaita Makaranda. Just as the bee collects honey from so many flowers and then the beehive is created, in the same way, he has drawn from various scriptures. Because his original verse somewhere else, I don't know where he has given the reference. But many of these ideas are all in classical Advaitic texts. He has culled them out and presented them in a short book of 28 verses, whereas you get complete the understanding. ये 28 श्लोक के माध्यम में पूरी तरह वो समझा देते हैं, आप वही है. So this is how it goes. In Advaita, it is not going deep into meditation, nor is it faith or anything, but through this vichara and all that, you get insights. And through those insights, once you realize you are that, that's that. So, then when we start, you must understand, what is this basic idea of Advaita? बहुत सहज है, और एक दो वाक्य में, सेंटेंस में हम लोग समझ सकें. It's very easy. One of the classical definitions of Brahman is Satchit Ananda Swarup. Satchit Ananda. Existence, knowledge, bliss. Existence, awareness, bliss is one definition. Actually, in the Upanishads, it's a kind of combination of two ideas. One is the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, that is truth, that is Satya, and knowledge, and infinite Ananta. And somewhere they say Anandam Brahme Divyajanat, Brahman is Ananda only. So combining these two, you can put it as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. and Anandam Brahmedhyajana, you get the idea, Satchit Ananda. So the author says, Brahman is Satchit Ananda. If I prove through your daily actions, you are also Satchit Ananda, then you are Brahman. The job is done. काम हो गया बस खत्म. ब्रह्मन सच्चित आनंद है. आप जैसे जो भी कर रहे हैं, मैं प्रमाण करूं, आप सच्चित आनंद. Then you are same as Brahman. There is no difference. You are that Brahman. So that's what he's trying to say. So in this practice, in Advaita also, the first is to hear. ऐसे कुछ के बारे में सुनना. To hear about Brahman. That is the first step. Shravana. Because many have not even heard. Unless we talked about a couple of definitions of Brahman. आप कभी भी नहीं सुना तो पहले आपके सुनना चाहिए. श्रवण. Then after listen, अच्छा सुन लिया. अच्छा ऐसे है. How is it that I don't feel so? Am I that? Who said so? I don't feel I am Brahman. And then, all this Satchitananda, no, I am not Satchitananda. Who said? Then the next step is Manana. So then you go dive deeper. Through questioning, through vichara, you try to find out what is this truth which I heard about. That is, I heard it is Satchitananda. And is it true? How does it relate to me? What do I feel about it in my daily life, in my experience, etc., etc.? Is it same as that? So the second step, which is what is called manana, where you go again and again, you do this vichara, and you try to get to that understanding. ठीक है, मैं तो सुना, मैं थोड़ा उसका विचार भी किया. But still I am not experiencing it. It's all right. Theoretically it looks like. But am I that? No. I am not Brahman. I am not always like that. I react, I get angry, I do this, I do that, so many things. I am not. Who said I am Brahman? So then, after the manana also, what is next is called nididhyasana. It's an immersive experience. They don't. Of course, ultimately, if you go deeper, all would somewhere coalesce. That is why Sri Ramakrishna has made such a comprehensive understanding and revelation of all this. Only thing is, they use various expressions, but ultimately somewhere you will find there is a great correlation or homogeneity, और सबको एक के साथ कहाँ भी आपका जरूर मिलेगा. क्योंकि इसमें क्या बोल रहे हैं, सीधा वो मेडिटेशन नहीं बोल रहे, but this thing must be immersed in that awareness. आज के मेडिटेशन शब्द यूज करने में क्या हो जाएगा आपका. So everyone wants to hold on to their own. Of course there is a reason also, because they don't want to dilute, इसके आप कोई दूसरी तरह गलत समझे, इसलिए अपना अपना जो terminologies, अपना जो समझाना चाहते हैं वो पकड़ के रखते हैं. But the idea is, you must be, once you are convinced, you must be immersed in that awareness. That is nididhyasana. So let us see step by step, how is it that this thing. So this text, largely it deals at the second stage, at the level of manana, most of it. So it is not that completely कभी भी कुछ नहीं सुना ब्रह्मन के बारे में, then you don't even get started like. You have heard, मैं सुना ब्रह्मा के बारे में, अभी मैं, but I don't believe, I don't feel so, it doesn't look like, what is it you are talking about, I am Brahman, so what? So in that stage, this manana, again and again, going deep into that might, that is largely what is really is talking about. So in this, the author draws our attention to our daily life. इसलिए इसके इतनी महत्व है, इतना विशेषता है, because he is not saying that you go somewhere to cave and cut off yourself from everything, and no, now and here. So let us see, first of all, First let us take about the Sat or the existence. This idea. Now, if you say all our experiences, let us look at a few. I am looking. I am looking at the microphone. I am looking at the table. I am looking at the podium. You are looking at me. You are looking at the others. You are looking at chairs. You are looking at the lights. You are looking at the auditorium. So, in all that, when you say, you don't say you are, you say I am. I am looking at the chairs. I am looking at those sitting who have come. I am looking at those who are sleeping, maybe those who are awake, whatever it is. So I am looking. So this I am is constant. Without this I am, you close your eyes, you are not there. Still, I am is still there. You are not, because you have closed the eyes, you are not looking at anything. Still, I am still there. I have closed my eyes. I am sitting with eyes closed. So this I am is constantly there. Then you will say, no. This looking is also there always. No. I am hearing. I am smelling. I am walking. I am running. Whatever is it, always this I am is at every time. Whatever be your actions, whatever you do with the indriyas, whatever you do, always this I am. Without that, nothing is possible. The I am is always there. It can never be removed. You can never be without that. Can you think of anything without this I am? I am not doing anything. I am not looking at anything. I am not thinking. I am sleeping. Anything I am will always be there. So not only it is all the waking state, let us go to the idea of dream. What happens in dream? I am there. Because I am there, so many scenes, so many things are created. Without I am, there is no dream. When you wake up, you recognize it was all dream, etc., etc. But when you are dreaming also, there's a clear perception that I am dreaming. You don't feel like dreaming. I am seeing different cities, different people, different items of food, clothing, cars, or whatever it is. All those experiences are happening to the I am only. If I am is not there, there is no dream. So, if you take the human existence itself, the entire existence can be summed up in 3 states. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Can you tell me any other state other than this? All, as long as you're alive, there are only 3 states are possible. Either it is waking state, a dream, or deep sleep. Only 3. So you have seen what happens in Jagrat. Always this I am. Constantly I am is there. It's not even a single moment you feel it is not there. It's always there. Whatever be, it can be looking, it can be hearing, it can be touching, it can be smelling, it can be any other activity, it can be no activity, it can be with eyes closed, with open eyes, whatever it is, whatever be there, is always this I am. But you must remember, this I am is not even ego. You say it is not I, the ego, because ego also changes. Sometimes it's angry, sometimes it's happy, sometimes it feels high about oneself, sometimes low about oneself. The same thing. I am low and down in the dumps, but I am. I am in very high spirits. Same I am. I feel like giving in great amount in charity. And then I don't feel like supporting. I don't feel like doing this. I am cheated. I am, everything always is I am. So similarly, even if you take up the idea of deep sleep, in deep sleep also this I am is there. Because when you get up, you say, I slept very well. I was totally at peace. So there is this I am, this sakshi, this witness is there in all the states of experience. आपकी जागृत अवस्था में, स्वप्न अवस्था में, सुषुप्ति में भी, क्योंकि आप जगते ही आप बताते हैं मैं बहुत सुंदर मैं नींद में गया था, कुछ भी पता नहीं था. So that's why Swami says that in sleep actually, sleep is not the absence of experience. It is the experience of absence. So you don't experience anything in sleep. वही आप वहाँ अनुभव करते हैं. When you are in deep sleep, it's not total abhava. You feel the absence of experience that way. You experience absence there. So that means when you get up, you realize that you are asleep. आप तो जगते ही आपके पता चलता है. So that means how it was possible? There was something that I am that was witnessing the deep sleep. इसलिए आपका पता होता है. Otherwise, if there's a complete gap, the time you went into sleep, totally it have cut off. Then you woke up, again you popped into existence. ऐसा नहीं हो नहीं सकता है. That's possible only when we die, when we experience that total discontinuity. So this I am is always there at all times. Never is it extinguished. Has anyone ever felt an absence of I am in one's life? No. Whether it is waking, dream, or even deep sleep, it's always there. So this is what is called Sat or existence. It's always there, always there, always there. So then the next idea is, it's not only just there. Just a table is there, a mic is there, a camera is there, podium is there, someone is there, people are there. No. It is ever conscience, awareness. Suppose there are so many lights in the room. Say this light. All other lights are this one light. This light completely illumines everything else. So many lights are there, the illumination is small. Suppose even if one light is there, ये आलो सबको आप आलोकित करते हैं, दिखाते हैं. This shows, reveals everything. But do you need to light another lamp to see this? Do you have to? So this light reveals itself. This light reveals everything and reveals itself also. It does not require any other. अब इसकी जला दूसरी आलो जला के इसका देखना ऐसा तो नहीं है. It is revealed. But this light also is revealed in you, the consciousness. क्योंकि कई बार आपके सामने उनकी सारा घर पे बहुत सारे आलू हैं, आपके सामने कोई कड़ा है, आपका बिल्कुल देख नहीं पा रहे. Because only when the consciousness throws itself upon the objects, then only even the light is revealed. Always, always, always. That's what we saw in that. In the Upanishad there is a beautiful thing. Tameva bhantam anubhavati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvam idam vibhati. Because of that, everything shines, everything becomes revealed. In the Jyoti ra Jyoti ujjvala hridi khandara तुम्ही कमा भंजनहा. हृदय में जो ज्योति की जो बात करते हैं, what is that? That is an awareness, that consciousness, every moment, everything, because of that only, in various forms, various ways. Without that, nothing is possible. Constantly. So, Sat ho gaya, Chit ho gaya. Chit is consciousness or awareness. So every moment you are aware of everything. Aware of people, your actions, you are going, you are coming, you are walking, you are dancing, you are sleeping, you are eating, whatever it is. I am there. It's not just I am just as an object is there, something is there. Apart from this I am, it's also the revelation. It reveals the consciousness that makes everything be revealed or known. So in all our actions, all the time, without any break, this awareness is constantly there. This is what makes, so much everything, all our experience is because of that. If the consciousness is withdrawn, it is not there, then you find, even if something is in front of us, we are not able to see. So you need not only the indriyas, the mind and all that, beyond that which, even the mind we constantly, this is not only the idea of seeing and hearing anything, even your thinking. I am thinking. So behind the mind also it is I am. I am not thinking. I am silent. There are no thoughts in my mind. Still I am there. So I am thinking. So it's not only the experience through the indriyas like eyes, ears, nose, etc. उसके अलावा मन भी मेरा मन है, मेरा मन से मैं अभी सोच रहा हूँ, मेरा मन अभी शांत है. So that I am is always there, even when you say I am thinking, I am not thinking. So everything. So this I am is always there, and also in the mind, it's not only the existence, it is that consciousness that does the part of revealing. Whatever is revealed in the mind, whatever is revealed beyond that. Because आपका मन में भी, if the मन is one constant thing, it will always be one way. अभी उसका बहुत मेरा अच्छा लगता है. अरे काल में गलत समझा था, वो बहुत बड़ा आदमी है. How? Because the mind also keeps on taking various shapes. क्यों? इसके पीछे जो consciousness है, that constantly reveals everything else. Even in the entire world, the sun may be burning so brightly. Others are, आप वहाँ खड़ा नहीं पा रहे. People are not able to. But you are simply standing there. क्यों? You are completely away from all that. आप इसके बारे में कोई awareness ही नहीं. So it's our own, unless it is focused, the consciousness, even the most obvious things will not be revealed to us. So the existence is that way, and then simply this knowledge, the chit or consciousness, that is in and through all our experiences. So we have not gone anywhere. हमको बाहर गया, कोई शास्त्र चर्चा किया, कहाँ केव में बैठ गया, नाक आँख बंद करके, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं. We did not do anything. We are only talking about our everyday, daily, every moment, whatever we do, in and through that. So we already proved 2/3 that we are that Sat, we are that Chit, always. Because that consciousness is what makes all this happen all the time. And then in this sloka, that the first sloka says, Aham asmi sada bhami kadachit naham apriya. Aham asmi sada asmi. I am always there. Just we saw. I am always there. Sada bhami. Bha comes from that shine, revealing that. See, I am always shining, that consciousness. And then, kadachit naham apriya. I never become, the idea of, disliking. I am never the beloved of myself. I am always liked by myself. It is always this idea, this. So how do you understand this? Supposing supposing you say that very common. Let us take a sari. Oh, this sari. I like it so much. You go send somebody this, that from somewhere, from Kanchipuram or somewhere else, Nelly, you purchase and then you are using it. After 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and suddenly it has developed a tear and it is something, shade has gone a little. What is it? It's everywhere to have a mouth. It would ask, hey, you brought me with so much of effort, you did so much, why are you doing? No. I liked you once. Now I don't like it. But this liking of these or anything, why? It's related to me. I liked it at that time. Now I don't like it. So whatever you like, you try to have it, you try to possess it, you try to bring it, you try to hold on to it, you try to do all that. The moment it becomes you don't like it, then it is discarded, it is given up, it is thrown away, everything. So but you'll find that, but one thing that you never ever dislike is myself. You always want, that's why you always want to live to eternity. So that's again another factor comes, namely our great association with this so-called body. So we think that we are that. So it is the most beloved. Is there anyone who ever says that, no, I don't like myself? Everyone. Some reason might be there, something might have happened. If you remove that, then you become the most likable person to yourself. So all this that has happened, all that possession that we have, it's all because of me. It's related to me. I liked it. I purchased this iPhone. I purchased it. It was now it is not that. So that's why whatever, supposing a thing is liked because of something else, that something else is dearer than the first thing. Supposing they always this classical example. The mothers often they so much they admire the toys used by their children. Supposing you ask, which do you like more, whether the toys or the children? Hey, what a silly question. I like the toys because of the children. They have all grown up. Still, those toys are kept. The photographs, childhood photographs, frames. Why? Because of photograph is not. Because of the child, the photograph is important. And why the child? Because of me. My child. My this thing. Everything is related to me. So, more than that, more than the photograph, the child is like. More than the child is myself. It's because of my child. So, ultimately everything comes to me. So, I am the most liked person, or this is what is, that gives me the highest kind of happiness is myself. Because there are one or two questions to be raised in this regard, because someone might ask, and what about those who are trying to commit suicide? That we shall take up after a short break of 15 minutes. I think it's very heady stuff, probably, I don't know. Asmi sada bhami. Aham sada asmi, aham sada bhami. I am ever there, I am ever that consciousness. Then, kadachit naham apriya. Never am I not beloved of myself. So, Satchit Ananda. All are there. Existence is there, consciousness is there, bliss is there. Brahma ivaham atasiddha. That is why I am that Brahman. It is Siddha, it is proven. Satchidananda Lakshana. Because we also have that Satchidananda Lakshana. Brahman is Satchidananda. So, मैं ब्रह्मता कुछ भी नहीं हूँ. ये क्या बात है? That's what he's trying to say. So, we'll go a little deeper into that. And also, there's one more aspect. As I said, that question we have to settle. And also, there's the next verse also we will see. Actually, throughout, the same thing in various ways, again, you will hammer that. So the first two slokas will give you a good idea of what it's all about. इतना समझने नहीं, आपकी एक तरह समझ आप जाएंगे. And then of course you will also try to see. I will go a little step further and try to kind of counter his argument why it is not happening in our lifetime. That's also we should know. If it is as simple as that, what's the problem then? We should know that. So then one more idea, this also of course I heard in a lecture, how I am so dear to myself. Then many people say, oh, I love my job like anything, fantastic, I like it so much. Oh, how much you get paid? 5 lakhs per month, but money is not important. I love my job. Then you do your job, we will not pay. No. I love my job, but I should also be paid. So, the job is beloved because of the money. Now, you have this money, but you can't spend it, you can't give it, you can't buy anything. No, 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 no. I should be allowed to buy, invest, spend. So, job is loved for money. Money is loved because it can buy, it can be spent, it can be invested. Then you say, all right, you have your job, you have your money, you can spend, you can buy, but it should be for random people, not your dear, near, etc. Anybody? No, 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 no. My own relatives only I will spend. So job is loved because of money. Money is loved because of things it can buy. And the things can buy because they are mine. So actually it comes to me. So I am the most beloved. Nobody, even the worst beggar or the richest person, the one they like most is oneself. Me. Everything is, the whole world is, that's why, the me and mine is the greatest bondage that is talked of in Advaita also. Me, mera, whole world, whole fight, everything. Whether in the family, whether it's been parents and children, or husband and wife, or in samsara ke andar bhi hai, sannyasi bhi ho, jo bhi ho. Everywhere this me and mine, me and. If only we can take it apart a little, all problem is solved. So this is the most beloved, always. But this is, linked to that ultimate bliss that way. So now, as I just, we talked before we broke off for that small water break. What about people who want to commit suicide? They don't like, that's why they commit suicide? No. There is an underlying reason. Somebody has huge debts. So supposing I have borrowed 50 lakhs, I have no means ever repaying at all. What's the easy escape route we think? Hang oneself. Supposing somebody is, say, you come to know somebody is about to commit suicide because he has 1 crore debt, then you write up 1 crore check and give him. And now you commit suicide? No. I'm not going to. All my debts are paid off. So, it is not because you don't love yourself. ऐसा नहीं है आप खुद का प्यार नहीं करते हैं. आपका ऐसी कोई परिस्थिति हुआ जिसकी वजह से आप करना चाहते हैं. So this love for oneself is always there. जैसी जन्म लिया. Even the person who constantly says मेरा जाना है, मैं जाना है, वहाँ भी वो मैं और मेरा. So that me and mine can never be separate. That's the dearest. क्यों? यहाँ दर्द है, वहाँ दर्द है, ये नहीं है, मेरा कुछ करना नहीं है, कोई लोग नहीं आ रहे, नहीं मिल रहे, मेरा कुछ. It's all because of circumstance only. आप बोलो कल से सुबह से शाम 100 लोग आपके घर पे आते रहेंगे, सब अपने खाना भी ले आएंगे, खुद भी खिलाएंगे. अबे नहीं, मैं तो अच्छा लगता है. I'll stay, I'll continue. So everything is because of the circumstance. So the me, that's the dearest. That's why kadachit naham apriya. Never I am not beloved of myself. It's always there. So even the suicide also is only circumstantial because something has gone wrong, because you don't like, something has happened. So to get rid of that, it's not because, that too because you love yourself so much, you don't want this to suffer. Suicide भी क्या है? आप बहुत खुद का प्यार करते हैं, उसकी वजह से आपकी ऐसी चिंता है. इसका क्यों मैं तंग दूं? Why should it suffer? So you don't want to. But if the suffering cause is removed, you are very much there. So that's why he says, how can I? Brahmevaham atasiddha. That's why I am Brahman. It is completely proved. Why? Satchidananda Lakshanam. The Brahman also has Satchit Ananda. Existence, knowledge, bliss. That is what is talked about as far as Brahman is concerned. मेरा भी क्या है? मैं भी चतु हूँ. I am always, I am in everything. So their existence is proved. That Chit or consciousness, always shining. Because there is only all awareness, all knowledge, everything is possible only through that. And Ananda is, I am the most beloved of myself. There is nothing in this world whether it other than myself. These are first, then only. इसकी साथ, इसकी पति, इसकी पत्नी, इसकी बेटा, इसकी बेटी, इसकी दामाद, इसकी बहू, सबको, इसकी चीज, इसकी गाड़ी, मकान, पैसा, everything, all because of that. So, all this is one set of arguments. Basically, it is true. Now, there is another idea of Brahman that again is something which is to be proved or which is to be understood. What is that? See, in Advaita philosophy, we say that ये सारी संसार जगत सब भगवान की सृष्टि है. ये एक विचार है, वो मान्यता है. That we accept. That is the understanding. So in the same way we say that Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya. In Brahman it originates, Brahman it rests, Brahman it goes into Pralaya. So everything is related to Brahman only. So of course there is another idea that the Upanishads have various shades of ideas. In one idea, there is nothing like world at all. Jagat kahan hai? Where is the world? There is no world. So there is one argument. It all very extensively discussed in that Mandukya Karika. Actually, that's what it is also told in some other class. When the great Ramana Maharshi was hauled up in the court to give Sakshi. उनकी जीवित काल में उसकी फैमिली लोग आश्रम की पूरा कब्जा कर लिया. But he was totally detached. लेकिन उनका सब जैसे उन्होंने ऐसे प्रसिद्ध हो गया, सब जुड़ गए वहाँ. And they started as usual managing everything. उसके अंदर डिस्प्यूट भी आ गया. संपत्ति मीन्स ना अर्थम अनर्थम भावी नित्यम इसलिए कहते हैं भगवान. So नचे अर्थम मीन्स अनर्थ इमीडिएटली फाइट सब आ गया. कोर्ट में केस हो गया और खुद ही रमना मिश्र की साक्षी बुला ली. बोला जगत कहाँ है? जज बोला स्वामी जी आप आइए, हो गया. Because you see, ये जगत एक विचार में नहीं है. आप जब when you go into deep sleep, where is the world? आप सोते पहले 10 ताला लगा के सोते हैं. कोई नहीं लेते हैं. जितना आपके पैसे है, संपत्ति है, आप झूल के देखते हैं तो ठीक है कि नहीं है. लेकिन when you go lock, stock and barrel, almirah, lock everything, somebody takes away also. What do you know? आप जग के आ रहे हो तब तो ले गया. So when you are in deep sleep, आप एकदम ऐसी गहराई निद्रा में आप है. जगत कहाँ है? कुछ भी नहीं है. मैं भी नहीं हूँ, मैं शरीर भी नहीं हूँ, मेरा मन भी नहीं हूँ, जगत भी नहीं हूँ, कुछ भी नहीं हूँ. So एक विचार में जगत बिल्कुल नहीं है, वो भी ठीक है. Only thing is, in certain, we experience it only in deep sleep. Even in dream में ये जगत की जगह पे दूसरी जगत सृष्टि हो जाता है. उसकी भी बहुत ही रंग वाला जगत है. बहुत कुछ वहाँ चलता रहता है. जो यहाँ नहीं कर नहीं पाते वहाँ कर लेते हैं वहाँ. All that happens there. But there is also a जगत. लेकिन स्टेट में तो we are completely immersed in that जगत. जगत की see another definition is ब्रह्म सत्य जगत मिथ्य जीव ब्रह्म ही बना पड़े. हम लोग का ब्रह्म मिथ्य जगत सत्य, वो तो हम लोग का अंडरस्टैंडिंग है. So the jagat is are completely immersed in it. But in that condition only we experience the absence of the world. But if you are a true Brahmajnani, living here, this very moment, you will feel that this world is not there. It's possible. Because what is that? The dearest is for us, it is body. Our body, मैं तो सदा कदाचित नाम अप्रिय. This me, in this me also, me is conditioned in the form of this body. That is our dearest. And even if a pin pricks, we can't. But if you are a true Brahmagyan, that's why Ramana Maharshi, they wanted to do a big operation. Car in his hand, huge carbon. Yamaraji said, no need. He simply extended his hand. They did it. So it's possible when you are in that kind of a state, when the mind is completely still, it's possible to go beyond this idea of God. Then that means what? The world will completely go also. That is one idea. But then, otherwise we say to explain this existential world, everything, Just as in the Advaita, they say that it is all created by God. It rests. He is the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Srishti, Sriti, Pralaya. Same way, everything is created by Brahman, or is in Brahman, it lies in Brahman, it rests in Brahman, and it goes back into Brahman. I mean, there's only one Brahman, but it's appearing as all this, and we participate, and so on and so forth. Don't tell me you created the world. I never did anything like that. I am not responsible. But if you say that you are Sachidananda, then what about that? This aspect of Brahman, which you are, should tally in every respect, is it not? Sachidananda tak to ho gaya. And what about this creation, इसकी सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय, उस जगह में आप कैसे बोलेंगे? भाई मेरा मत बोलो भाई, मैं कुछ नहीं किया, मैं कुछ नहीं अपराध नहीं किया, मेरे क्यों बोल रहे हैं? मैं इतना यहाँ गड़बड़ हो रहा है, I'm responsible for that. Please don't blame me. But the idea of the Shastras is you are that because the whole world comes into existence, lies, goes, depending upon your own perception. See, anything which does not have an intrinsic existence or ultimate existence has no existence at all. So there are so many good examples. One we can, supposing we are after of course 12:15 you will be served very good prasad, I can assure you that. Well, khichdi is being cooked, hot khichdi, bahut banaya rakha. After some time, the heat goes away. So, the khichdi borrowed its heat from that from the water first. The water borrowed it from the fire, but the fire is intrinsically hot. Like that, so the khichdi has a borrowed existence, water has a borrowed existence, the fire alone has an intrinsic existence. In the same way, the world, all it is only a borrowed existence. If it is intrinsically true, आप असली सच में सत्य हो, मैं हर्ष के देखता हूँ, आज भी देखूंगा, कल भी देखूंगा, 2 दिन पहले भी देखा, 3 दिन बाद में देखूंगा, हमेशा उसके एक ही तरह देखूंगा. All the places, things, men, matter, everything, they keep on changing constantly every moment, depending upon me. It's all in me. I am the creator. मैं उसके ऐसे देख रहा हूँ. मेरी दृष्टि से वो अच्छी है, वो बुरा है, वो बहुत सुंदर है, वो बिल्कुल देखने लायक नहीं है. Everything you like that, every moment we keep on changing. Something is very tasty, delicious now, 2 minute बाद कुछ भी नहीं है. So all these have only borrowed existence. They have no intrinsic existence. So the intrinsic existence is me, the Brahman, the ultimate, the Sat, the Chit, the consciousness. It is there only. Based on that, all this very. So it's very clear. That's why in one word in the Shastra they call it as Anitya. Anitya is a very temporary thing. There are various levels of this Anitya also, and it's all talked about in the Shastra. In so many ways they can be explained. One thing is, they don't have any intrinsic reality. Suppose this table. Table is borrowed existence from wood. So it has, it is cut, then table is gone. But the wood will be there. So all the existence that we experience, all the world, all the colors, all the glory, all our attractions, everything is because of that borrowed existence. They have no intrinsic existence. It all exists in me, the consciousness, me, the awareness. So that's why somebody is standing before you for 10 minutes. आपके सीधा सामने खड़ा है, आपकी आंख खुला है. अरे क्या मैं 10 मिनट यहाँ खड़ा नहीं देखती हूँ? अरे भाई मेरा कहाँ चले गया मेरा मन? So everything, the revelation, experience, everything is because of me, the consciousness, me, the Chit. Otherwise there is no experience, no world at all. Something fire is so hot, but your child is just fallen into it. You will be worrying, I need gloves and protection to lift it. I pale uthao. How it is possible? Because everything is related to heat, cold, good, bad, ugly. Everything is related to me, the consciousness. Otherwise, it has no intrinsic. These are all of some kind of an existence. But this is borrowed. What is it kind of existence? Then you say, the Brahman, has it become transformed into the world? No. Is it like the milk becoming the curd? Where the milk is destroyed, it has become the curd. Similarly, Brahman is destroyed, then it is not eternal, it is not Nitya, it has become the world. No. It is not. That's why they say in this Parinama, they use the word Parinama. This actually, there are two powers which they say which cause this delusion, our wrong understanding of the ultimate reality into something else. One thing is Abharana and Vikshepa. Abharana is covering. The Brahma first, see, the classical example they gave is snake and the rope.
Yeah.
एक रोप है, पहले क्या है, उसका ढक दिया आवरण, ताकि उसकी स्वरूप न पहचान जाए, न देख पाए हम लोग. So we don't see the real swarupa of the rope, so it is covered. It's called avarana. Then vikshepa, that is distorted. उसकी हम लोग ऐसे ही हमको विकृत किया, और उसी से वो दिखता है एक सांप की तरह. It is distorted. Vikshepa has happened, and that has become a snake. So Brahman, in becoming the world, it's not this parinama. It's not like curd with doodh, milk becoming curd. No. So that is why they use another word called vivarta or appearance. The Brahman appears as the world. The world has no intrinsic reality. It's all only the same Brahman. There's nothing else apart from that. Because of the limited understanding, because we are bound, because we don't use that discrimination. So the world appears as, the Brahman appears as so many things, as person, people, things, house, car, these, that, everything. So that's why, when Sri Ramakrishna used to say, this is everything, you would see only one Chaitanya everywhere. So, the external appearance used to say that the consciousness is peeping out as if from a pillowcase. The pillow, pillow के अंदर जो है, ऐसे अंदर से वो बाहर दिखा रहा है उसका. It is peeping out. That means what? Intrinsically, it is that consciousness only. It is wrapped up as world, as car, as people, as individuals, as things, as so many things. So intrinsically, it is that. So whatever is the appearance, the outer shell, the outer shape can be constantly changed, exchanged. उसका आप बदला सकते हैं, change कर सकते हैं, उसका दूसरा कुछ ले आ सकते हैं. लेकिन उसके अंदर, so inside it's only that sugar. You give the form of a laddu, or a sandesh, or darbesh, or amriti, or imriti, or whatever it is. But intrinsically, it is sugar. The ornaments, as earring and this and that and bala and so many kinds of, all kinds of fancy ornaments. But intrinsically, it is gold. Gold is there always. So its reality, if you want to say that, you can say that it's gold. If your understanding is that you are not bothered about the shapes, etc. Arey to sona hai, sona hai, sona. That's enough. But then if you are attracted by the shapes and colors and this and that, oh, it's a beautiful earring, beautiful nose ka hai, haar hai, pehna hai, uska ear ka hai, area. All that thing happen because of that. But if you recognize only the intrinsic thing, you are satisfied with that. Asi sona hai, bas theek hai. So the whole world, everything, the intrinsic, the chaitanya, the consciousness, the awareness, the chit, that is the substratum. All else is only appearance, which is constantly changing. It can become different. It can become, and if if you have wonderful imaginary capacity, even sitting in daytime, we keep on dreaming so many things which have nothing to do with what is in front of you. वो भी होता है. अब बहुत कुछ मेरा ये हो गया ऐसे हो गया सोचते रहते कुछ नहीं होता है. But it's possible. People are doing that. So that is because so the intrinsic thing is that only, the consciousness, the gist. Everything else is only the appearance, vivarta, that appearing as this. So that's why he says, in the second sloka, Mayye vodati chid vyomini jagat gandharva pattanam atoham na katam brahma sarvagyam sarvakaranam. So he says, chid vyomini, in the space of consciousness. Chid vyomini. Vyoma means akasha, in the space of consciousness. Mahi in me, Mayeva in me alone, Jagat Gandharva Pattana, the Gandharva palace. Akash, building castles in the air, we say, Gandharva Pattanam. So the word Udeti arises. Adaha then, Katam, I, Aham, Sarvagyam Sarvakaranam, all Brahman, not. How I am not all knowing on the basis of everything, Sarvagya and Sarvakaranam. How do I say I don't have these two qualities? Then, Atoham na Katam Brahma. How I am not Brahman with the qualities of Sarvagya and Sarvakarana. So all this, in my mind alone, just as, in the sleep, you build so many things. That's why, Sri is a famous story he says. When a poor farmer, he was working in the field, जो किसान खेत में व्यस्त था, उनकी घर से संवाद आई, पत्नी जरूर बुला रहे. When he went, he saw she was weeping. Their only son had died, and she was weeping, and this farmer was just so चुप बैठ रहे. अरे क्या तुम पत्थर है क्या? एक ही लड़का चला गया तो कम से कम why don't you weep? You don't have your tears. वो बोला देखो मैं काल रात जब सो रहा था इतना में सुंदर मेरा एक स्वप्न हुआ था मैं एक बहुत बड़ा राज्य की राजा हूँ मेरा 7 राजकुमार है ये बहुत सुंदर मैं राज्य चला रहा हूँ I was ruling at 7 राजकुमार when he woke up all was gone मैं क्या वो 7 राजकुमार के लिए रोना है ना ये एक पुत्र के लिए रोना है he was a great ज्ञानी should I weep for those 7 राजकुमार or for this one इसलिए Chid Vyomi Akash Gandharva Pattanam, everything is created like sky palaces, building castles in the air, we say. Anything is possible. Anything. So all these are happening only because of that. So Sarva Karanam, I am the origin. Because intrinsic, that existence, that is me, that is that chit, that consciousness, that is the intrinsic existence. Everything else is borrowed existence. Whatever has borrowed existence has no reality. So दूसरी से आप लिया है ऋण से वो तो उसका कोई अस्तित्व नहीं है जो बराबर है अंत तक है but is the origin उसके लिए आप ये कहते हैं. And similarly the सर्वज्ञ all knowing everything is because of this only, this Brahman, this chit, that consciousness. तो हम में से आप तो बोल रहे हैं मैं तो मेरी बाहर भी कितना कितना हो सकता है मैं तो नहीं जानता हूँ दूसरी ग्रह में क्या है मैं क्या मेरा पता है. But the answer is one you might say that if you are a believer in God वो भगवान सब जानते हैं मैं तो भगवान के अंश हूँ उसकी वजह से मैं भी भगवान की तरह सर्वज्ञ हूँ. That can be, but if you take it in the Advaitic sense, see everything is in that consciousness. आप कुछ आप you are aware of something, you are not aware of something, that's all. Isliye somebody was asking, if you are a Brahmagyani, can you drive a plane? Yes, if you in no time you can learn it, but आपको उसमें मन लगाना चाहिए. मन नहीं लगाते क्यों तो सब तो मिथ्या है. ब्रह्म सत्य जगत मिथ्या. World Brahman alone is real. The world is unreal. Jiva Brahma iva napara. The Jiva is nothing else Brahma. That is the basic understanding of Advaita. Satchit Ananda Swarup, Brahma Satya Jagan Nitya Jiva Brahmaivana. Jiva is nothing other than Brahman. That's what this author is trying to say. So all you are the Sarva Karana, you are the basis, you are the origin. आप छोड़ दें. If you are not aware, आपके सामने 10 लाख रुपया पड़ा है. Will you be aware? You are walking on a gold mine. पता नहीं, it may be the worst robber, but पता नहीं, will you dig them? No, only unless you get that awareness. So that is why it is said that you are the Sarva Karana and Sarvajna, all knowing. Yes, all that you. Hey, problem है, ये मोबाइल राक्षस लोग के साथ ले आते हैं हम लोग. That's why if you imagine you have a demon and you can't handle him. वो तो आपको तो तोड़ेगा गला. प्लीज अगले रिट्रीट से बाहर रख के आना है सबको. Of course, only this is only one instance. Otherwise, there was no disturbance. Wonderful. It was nice. We had a very nice gathering that day. I find only interested people come because the seats are limited, and you have to pay also. I think that's convenient. So so this is the idea. Sarvakyam Sarvakarana. All knowledge, everything, because of that awareness, Chit, Satchit Ananda Swarup. I am Ahamasmi Sada Bhami, that awareness. That is the underlying thing that makes all the world be known. Otherwise, the same thing, the temperature in winter, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, you feel comfortable, you can touch. In summer, even if it is 30, you are burnt completely. So everything is relative only, because of the awareness, the consciousness. So all these are only the basic ideas. Anything which has borrowed existence has no real existence ultimately. क्यों? Borrowed चला जाएगा. Table खत्म हो जाएगा. Then it won't be there at all. That means table has no permanent existence. Comparatively, wood has. But sometimes wood also will go. Wood also has no this thing. So that is why all that we experience, all that is so-called world, whether it is this world, that world, so alluring, India, America, whatever it is, all have only borrowed existence. And not only that, you see how, supposing a person has never seen a mic in his life, what would he say about this? ऐसे कोई एक डंडा कुछ है, उसमें कुछ लगे हुए हैं, इतना ही बोलेंगे ना, वो तो जिंदगी में कभी नहीं देखा माइक का. But we say because we have seen. So it is the knowledge, the awareness is relative, right? It is not intrinsic. But that by itself, सबको समान रूप में उस लिखना चाहिए. किसी को बोलेंगे ये लाल बोलेंगे, कोई बोलेंगे ऑरेंज शेड है, कोई बोलेंगे डार्क रेड है, अरे उसे थोड़ा काला भी लगे हुए हैं. It's a blackish red also. You can say, so everything is only a relative perception. So इसकी intrinsic कुछ नहीं है. So that is why they say the intrinsic thing is only the chit. From that everything is coming. That's why he says, Mahyeva vodati chid vyomni jagat gandharva patana. Just like building castles in the akasha, in the air, it's all only arising in my own chit or vyomni. So basically, this is what this text, it elaborates again the subsequent slokas, etc., etc. Of course, we have time for question answer, but one more idea I want to share, because that is not exactly here. See, this is what, in a sense, all the Advaita texts talk about this only. Not that he has said something totally new. Only thing is, he's trying to relate us to us. लेकिन क्यों हम लोग इतना तो सहज में बता दिया? They said it so clearly. So all of us should walk out as Brahmagyanis when they leave this auditorium. क्या है? 2 मिनट बाद नीचे जाके क्या बने, बोलो 500 रुपए दिया, ऐसे खिला रहे हैं. And somebody will say, अरे बाबा क्या खिलाया, कभी नहीं. So immediately, you get into the relative world fully. Instead of immersing in Brahman, be immersed in the world the very next moment. That is why they said in the Shastras, Tyage Naike Amritatva Manasahu. Without Tyaga, kuch bhi sambhav nahi. See, he has put it like that. But if you live only in that everyday experience, see what is the original idea of the lack of Brahma Jnana? What the Shastra says? That is Ajnana. What is it Ajnana? Andhera, forgetfulness. We forget our real nature. That's the problem. So, for that, constantly to be in this, you need not only Sravana, constant manana. Every second, every deliberately, whenever we experience the non-Brahman, hammer it out. No, I'm not going to be drawn into it. So if you develop that kind of conscious awareness every moment, and you practice it over years, then it can become your second nature. So what is the proof? Even if someone slaps you, even if you gives you the worst kind of gali, whatever, nothing will touch you. Otherwise, you can read, and if you think that if you in 1.5 hours you have completely mastered Brahma Jnana, yes, like any other text he has also explained it. But to make it our own, we need to practice intensely some of the disciplines. That's why, see, what the traditional scriptures of Advaita say, neti, naham Brahma, this is not Brahman, this is not Brahman, this is not Brahman. So anything that gives you a contrary experience, if you can constantly hold on to that and negate it as not Brahman, then finally, all that is not Brahman will completely go away from you. You will be. So that's why the Bhaktas take a easier route. नहीं भाई, मेरा तो ये सब तो इतना संसार है, ये सही है. मैं सब राम जी के, गोपाल जी के या गणेश जी के चरणों में दे दिया. मैं बस मोदक खाता रहता हूँ, मिठाई खाता रहता हूँ. That's our path. So that's why nothing is easy. जैसे हम लोग एक रहे, nothing is easy. He has given us one shade, one idea, so that it can be this thing. But the idea is, it is nice to hear, but to practice and all that, you need intense discipline that way. So we have question answers. Yes, anybody can. Yeah.
वो होता है महाराज. इतने प्रश्न हैं. त्याग का क्या मतलब है? भक्ति में क्या मतलब होगा और अद्वैत में
या इसमें क्या है, भक्ति में सब कुछ भगवान की तरह. You love God. You try to develop love for Him. उसके अंदर करते जितना नजदीक उनकी जा पाए, that is one. Actually, the highest idea of bhakti also, as Ramakrishna says, आप ऐसे हो जाएंगे, आपका अस्तित्व, मैं, मेरा संपूर्ण रूप से लोप हो जाएगा, सिर्फ भगवान ही रहेंगे. आप इसके भगवान बोलो, ब्रह्मन बोलो,
और साक्षी चैतन्य,
इसका कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Then that is also a kind of Advaita. Because if there is no second entity, what is Advaita? No Advaita. There is nothing second, only one. You call it consciousness, you call it Brahman, you call it Atman, you call it ultimate, you call it consciousness, you call it reality. जो भी आप बताओ, एक छोड़ के एकमेवाद्वयम्. There is no second. So भक्ति में भी आप सिर्फ भगवान और कुछ भी नहीं है. ऐसा स्थिति में खुद का संपूर्ण रूप से आप विलीन कर देते हैं. It's also bhakti. So this pyar in bhakti is to get that identification. जितना नजदीक भगवान की मैं जा पाऊँ, जितना करते. So यह क्या है अद्वैत में आप ब्रह्म की ऐसा प्यार करना नहीं. ब्रह्म प्यारी है. Brahman is bliss itself, not that Brahman has the quality of bliss. Brahman is not that it has the quality of existence itself. Brahman has not the quality of awareness itself. इसलिए वहाँ किसी को प्यार करना है. वहाँ जब बता रहे हैं आप खुद का जो प्यार करते हैं वो आप सोचे वो ब्रह्म ही है, आप कुछ नहीं है, वो वहां समझाना चाहते हैं। यस
Pranam Maharaji. So, this about human experience in three states. You said it's waking, deep sleep, and dreaming. But many times, like we are in a light sleep, so we are aware of the metro going outside or someone, a bird chirping. But we are not in deep sleep and we are not in awake state.
No, it is waking only. See, if you are aware of the external world, obviously you are awake. Otherwise, how will you be awake? See, there is nothing like in between. I am hearing it for the first time. Has anyone have you experienced in between sleep and half sleep?
Light sleep.
No. Light sleep is also sleep. Let us not create what the Shastras have not done it. Either you call it sleep or you are awake. If you are aware, you are awake. If you are in deep sleep, you are not aware. That's all. There is nothing like in between. Yes. Anybody else? Yeah.
महाराज जी आपने बोला था ना डिसिप्लिन फॉलो करना पड़ेगा, तो कौन सा जो गुरु महाराज जी ने बोला ये कुछ
No, आपका जो आपका the path you follow accordingly will be your discipline. Supposing you are in the path of devotion, then you have to do japa, meditation, prayer, prarthana, singing God's glory, His name, etc. Matchitta, Madgata Prana, etc. Keeping the company of devotees, etc. etc. Whichever path we want to go, intensify our effort in that direction, तब वो उसकी फल आपका मिलेगा. That's it. Huh?
What will be the role of the karma in achieving such kind of awareness? Because we are in transactional level, na? So the knowledge is one thing, but we are already
Yeah.
in some
See, please sit down. The Hindu scriptures, Shastra, they speak of karma, karma phala, etc. That's no doubt a factor. But then, once we understand the true nature of reality, once we set a goal for ourselves, so we have to struggle. So all that karma, etc., they come in the way of impediment. Otherwise, but for this karma, all of us will be Brahma Jnani this very moment. But then, जब भी हम लोग सुनते हैं, हम सबको जो कर्म फल पूर्व जन्म की ऐसे ढक देता है, so we are not going. But then, karma is not something fatal or totally of a destructive nature. जैसे आपकी कर्म फल से आपकी बुरा अनुभव हो रहा है, आप अच्छे कर्म से अच्छा फल भी हो. So whatever you are otherwise, you try to get rid of it by doing intense amount of good karma. And once the point is, once we are convinced about any ultimate goal of life, ऐसा कुछ बना ले, then you have to constantly kept chirping at it, working at it, and slowly you will get over it. Last question, I think we'll go for.
Pranam Swamiji. Swamiji, you mentioned that the mind has to be dusted off so that we have the revelation of the Brahman. Now, dusting of the mind is also an effort.
No,
So
see,
yoga
yeah.
and Vedanta together to have the realization of Brahman. Is it both yoga leading to Vedanta?
No, see, both are not two different approaches. In yoga, the quieting of the mind is done through chitta vritti nirodha, by conscious effort by quieting the mind. How far one is successful, that's a different issue. But the process they said is, in yoga, you have to meditate. You have to sit, you have to practice. In Vedanta, they don't speak of meditation at all. They say through vichara. Constantly, any vritti that is arising in your mind, you have to do this vichara, that this is not Brahma, this is not Brahma, this is not Brahma, this is not Brahma. So, such intense effort over a long period of time, then that would become your second nature. And spontaneously, the mind would not get attached to anything which is not Brahma. Last.
Sir, appearance is not reality. All the processing is then
आप तो समाधि में थे, आपका पूरा कैसे समझ में आएगा? बोलो.
Pardon me, sir.
हाँ.
And if Sakshi Chaitanya is there, how can we relate this Sakshi Chaitanya, this process. Avarano, Bhikkhepo, real appearance is not reality. I just want to
आपको
know.
खिचड़ी बना दिया, बैठिए, ऐसे नहीं है. See, it cannot be. See, Sakshi Chaitanya or Sakshi is a witness. So it does. Once you develop that attitude, try to relate all the experiences to that. I am not part of it. I am not that. Now I feel irritated. Supposing you can separate yourself from that irritation, to go away that very
Avarano,
moment.
Bhikkhepo.
So anything is that, in everything is, always the Avaran is always constant. Brahman is covered. That's why it is not revealed. Vikshepa is the form of anger, krodha, kama, these, that, desire. They are all the vikshepa. Because they are not the real nature of Brahman. Brahman has no desires. So all your experiences are like that. One thing is there is a constant permanent cover. ऐसे ढाकना दे दिया पूरा बंद हो गया. That is the covering of Brahman. So that's why you are not seeing it. Instead of that you are seeing it. I am a rich man's wife. I have this property, that property. I am running this. I am doing that. I am not doing this. All those things are all vikshepa, which are distortion of the reality.
Sakshi, one last question.
Yeah.
Can good karma be also the duster of that mirror?
Huh?
Can good karma?
Both karma.
Good karma.
Yeah, definitely. These are all, the practices that you do, they're all only good karmas. Your japa, meditation, vichara, they're all good karmas only, obviously. Last, please. No more.
जागृत अवस्था में कर्मफल है.
Huh?
जागृत अवस्था में
हाँ.
कर्मफल है. स्वप्न अवस्था में जो भी चिंता करते हैं उसमें कोई कर्मफल नहीं होता. That is one question. Second question is निधिध्यासना में क्या करना पड़ेगा?
नहीं, निधिध्यासन बाद में करेंगे. No, you can't get it. We don't have any condensed capsule to give you all together. Please sit down. See, स्वप्न में भी जा आते, definitely there is a lot of karmaphala involved in it. स्वप्न में क्या है? Whatever you experienced in the Jagrat Avastha or in previous birth, they only come out as स्वप्न. स्वप्न में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, बिल्कुल उसकी distortion हो सकता है, लेकिन उसकी आधार जरूर होगा. Either in this life, quite often it comes, repeats, whatever your experience in the waking state only comes. There are many times you are not able to trace the origin in this life. क्यों? उसकी पूर्व जन्म से आ गई. So the swapna also, it is not something which is arising from nowhere. It's all coming from karma phala only. Nididhyasana, they say, Nididhyasana is it's not a practice, it's not sitting or closing the eyes and meditating. It is immersing in that awareness. Once you get it clearly by Shravana and Manana, Shravana is first time you are hearing, you have not heard about it. Then there are doubts again and again. Is it true? Is it true? What is it I have heard? Then through constant this process of vichara, etc., once you understand it, retaining that awareness, being immersed in that all the time, that is Nididhyasana. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. You can all go and have prasad in the basement below. रामकृष्णम के पहले मैं एक बताना चाहता हूँ. We have our, of course, Thakur Sthiti Puja is on the 12th of March. All of you can come. We'll have puja, bhajan, home, etc. That will get the. Those of you who are not getting our emails may kindly register below at the reception so that you get our programs regularly. And then the next major this retreat will be on the first Saturday and Sunday of April. Probably it is 6 and 7. Most probably it is 6 and 7. So the program will be like this, roughly I will tell you. Now, this is on the 6th and 7th. 6th evening we'll have on Mother, we start with Mother. Then 7th morning the session on Swamiji. 7th evening, Thakur. So again it is through registration. Website, all those details will be available. So you see the seats are limited. You may once again register and come. Welcome. Ram Krishna.